Okay, what's occurring? I am going to pack these books onto this bookshelf. So the concept looks a bit like this. Here we go. So I've got a load of books that are all more or less exactly the same size. Forget that one. Okay, and they're going on a bookshelf. And we're going to figure out how they all fit in to get as many in as we can. So the simple way, the obvious way, is the kind of normal way, is what we're going to call vertically. What does vertical mean? Vertical is straight up. This is vertical. Okay, so let's find a book. Here we go. Here's a book, right? This is vertical. This is horizontal. Yeah, I could stack them on the bookshelf like this if I wanted to. It's a bit unusual, but I could. That's what I'm going to consider today. The maths of comparing stacking that way with stacking this way. There we go. Right, what's going on in my virtual bookshelf? It's 40 centimeters wide and it's 30 centimeters high. Right. I've got my books, they're all the same. They're all 3 centimeters wide and 16 high. So if I'm stacking them vertically, straight up, the normal way, what am I going to do? I'm going to kind of figure out how many fit in here, right? How many fit in? Can I get 2? Can I go stack 2 high? Let's just see. It's 30 centimeters high. If I divide my 30 centimeters high divided by 16 centimeters, then, thank you, trusty calculator, 30 divided by 16 is going to be 1.8. Okay, what does that mean? 1 book only high. Okay, I can't get 2 on top of each other, like one here, another one above it, because basically, right, 16 doubled for another one up here, another 16, that would need 32 centimeters. Okay, 16 and 16 make 32, they won't fit. The easy way to always just check it is what we just did with the cars and the ferry. 30 divided by 16 is 1.8. So that's not as much as 2 books high. Okay. So if I know that I can only get 1 book high, how many can I get across? Well, each one is 3 centimeters going across, right? It says so here. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. You can keep counting and count how many there are. Or the easy way, 40 divided by 3. Get out your trusty calculator, it's going to tell you 13.3. So, 13 books across. So, 1 book high, 13 books across. Quite easy to see that vertically, what does that mean? I get 13 books on the shelf. Okay. Now let's try the other way. Let's try doing it horizontally. Okay, so now I've got my same shelf. Let's put the shelf over here. And I'm going to stack the same books, but I'm stacking them like this. Okay. So, a few questions, please. How many can I get high in a line? Okay, this is 3, 6, 9, 12. How many 3 centimeters fit into 30 centimeters? Well, that's quite easy. 30 divided by 3 is going to be 10. So I get exactly 10 books high. Okay. Then, how many stacks of 10 books? 10 books there, another 10 here, another 10 here. How many of them, right? Well, I've got 40 width. So 40 divided by, see this book? On its side, it's 16 along. Okay, so 40 divided by 16. That's going to give me, calculate please, oh yeah, 2.5. Okay, so it's not about rounding the normal way, it's about saying, right, how many books fit on? There's no good chopping all my books in half, I will be annoyed, angry. Okay, so if 2.5 is my answer, that means 2 books go across. So if I've got 10 high, but only, that doesn't fit, only 2 stacks of 10, I've got 2 times 10 equals 20 books. This is applications of maths. You only get the marks for when you've got a conclusion. Actually, that's not true. This is like a 5-mark question. I've already got 4 of the marks. My final mark is for the conclusion. Okay. Get the most on how? How do I get the most on? Get the most on horizontally. Okay, and why? Because 20 is bigger than 13. 13 vertically, 20 horizontally. So horizontally is the answer. That's the most. Why? Because 20 is bigger than 13. There we go. Now, you might be feeling clever today. You might have noticed that actually in this picture, I can get in my 2 stacks of 10 books. I can get in my 20 books. And then I could like stick a couple vertically at the end like this. No being that clever, please. You only do Nat 5, you can be that clever. Okay. Right now, okay, the Nat 4 one, you're being too clever for Nat 4. All we need to do at Nat 4, we're going to just assume they're all stacked the same way round. There's no higgledy-piggledy, some this way, some that way. Okay. Literally just how many can you fit on that are all stacked in the same way round. Okay. So you're going to do vertically, work out how many high, work out how many across, times 1 times 13 to get that. You can do horizontally, how many fit across, how many go up and down. 2 stacks of 10 makes 20 books and a conclusion. There we go.